Ultimately, we want to be careful about over engaging with customers and annoying them. Oftentimes, people are in a churned state, not because, or in what your business has classified as a churned state, not because they're truly churned, but just because the need is not present right now. And it might be a cyclical thing for them or a seasonal thing where in the future, they're going to re-engage regardless of your efforts. Obviously, it's challenging to understand that. And that's another conversation about how you define churn and what it means for your business. But it is a real risk that we'll end up over engaging with customers, sending them a bunch of emails, annoying them, and ultimately leaving them with a negative impression that's going to actually make it harder for them to come back when the need does arise that might have pulled them back in. So I think the way most businesses address this is overall just general email governance. Make sure, and this applies to any sort of customer lifecycle marketing, but make sure that you're not you're not spamming your customers with too many emails or too many SMS messages, whatever ways it is your business is interacting. And then when it comes to churn, I think it's churn win back. It's important to produce subsegments of your churned customers because many businesses will find that it's easier to re-engage a customer and pull them back in if they're in a less churned state, meaning the last time they purchased from my website was 3 months ago versus someone whose last engagement was 2 years ago. So not only is it easier, but it's going to be you're more likely to re-engage someone successfully in that less churn state. So oftentimes businesses will engage more initially to try and pull folks back in. And then as those efforts are not successful, that customer will move into progressively more churned segments and the type of outreach might change. Maybe we're relying on slightly less intrusive advertisements rather than sending them an email and maybe engaging them in paid search. So they just see maybe a display ad, something of that nature. Or maybe my email engagements, sort of the tone of those change a little bit rather than, hey, I saw you haven't purchased from us in a while. Here's an incentive. Here's a discount. Make sure, please come back. The tenor might change more to an educational, informational sort of newsletter style interaction. Hey, just want to give you a light tap on the shoulder, remind you that we exist. Why don't you take a look at all of the new exciting things that our business is doing that might be valuable to you? And that can be something that happens at a more sustainable cadence over a longer period of time.